morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa in November 1999. Today we are going to be expanding this field. We have the machinery to do it. Obviously, I already got our cat out here and our John Deere ripper or disc ripper, whatever you guys call it. We're just expanding this field up towards our yard here because there's a lot of grass here, and I have plenty of grass around for hay for the cows. So I decided, you know what, let's just expand out of the grass field, or expand from the crop field through the grass field so we can have more crop field. That's a very horrible way to explain that, but yeah. So we got our Cat 75C here hooked up to our John Deere ripper, like I said already, and we're just going to expand this little chunk here. Not much here, but should be plenty or should take a little bit, but yeah. So with that, I'll jump in the 75C, and I hope you guys enjoy this quick time lapse of opening or expanding this field. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse of expanding that field. We're actually going to head back here behind my brother's house, and we're going to expand this field too. We're not going to expand it quite as much as that one. We're just kind of going to come over a little bit past the Well, yeah, you kind of see there's some roll here on this side. We don't want to include that in the field, but there's kind of a little flat top here. Maybe if I jump up in the drone here quick, it'll be easier to show you. Or the aerial cam, not the drone. Alright, so here's the bird's eye view, as they say, but you can kind of see the weird cut edge here on the side. So we're going to come this way a little bit. Not all the way up against the fence, like I said. We're going to probably come out, I don't know, right about here-ish and head this way, and then kind of head down and curve down to that corner there. So, yeah. That's the plan. We're going to do that, and I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse again of doing the expanding fields. Oh man, I'm so bad at this. Okay, guys. Whoops, sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed those little time lapses of opening up those fields or expanding those fields. I know this is probably gonna be a little bit shorter video. I was gonna try and spread some lime before, you know, this very sunny day with no clouds and rain. Well, some clouds, I guess, but you know, in a thunderstorm in November, you know, it's literally never heard of. But yeah, so we are gonna have to spread some lime on this new ground too, and probably on all of our ground. But that will be for the next video, which will be probably in the springtime, when we're getting ready for spring work. I think we're going to be spreading most of it ourselves. I don't know yet. I might have the co-op. I might spread like this field, but then I might have co-op do all the small patches and the other big field on the back side there. But we will see. Yeah. So, with that, okay guys, good morning. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. Today we are spreading some lime. We own this spreader, and it's hooked up to our 7150. And we have to head into town, get it filled up with lime, and then we have to come back out. We're going to spread it on this field right down here, which you can actually see all the way down there because it's March and all the trees are just starting to bloom. All the bushes are. So we're going to spread on this field. And I'm going to be recording. We're going to spread the lime, and then we're going to work it all in with the cultivator as well. So with that, it's going to be kind of a time-lapse heavy episode, but I hope you enjoy. We're going to go ahead and head out with the 7150, and I'll see you guys back here when we get back with the first load of lime, and we start spreading that. And then if we have to go get another load of lime, I'll take you guys along the journey into town to get that load of lime. But yeah, so with that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please do me a favor, if you do enjoy, leave a like down below. Every little bit helps when it comes to the YouTube algorithm that cannibalizes small channels usually. So that, I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse of spring work, basically. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse of spreading the lime on this field and having to go get more lime, which was probably a good majority of the time lapse was just going to get more of it. But we're gonna now go ahead and jump in the 75C, like I said at the beginning of the video, and we're gonna go ahead and cultivate all this, get all those weeds killed off, and get her prepared for planting. So I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse. We're not planting in this episode, maybe I should clarify that, but we will be planting in the next one probably. But I hope you guys enjoyed this time lapse of cultivating this field. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse there of cultivating that field, getting all those weeds knocked down. It's kind of satisfying. I did get some of those spots that I missed cleaned up after I ended the time lapse there, but yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode. Good morning everyone, welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. Today we are going to be planting our first corn crop of the year 2000. We got our 8400 here hooked up to, or sorry, 8400. We got it hooked up to the 1770 NT 16 row planter here. And we are going to be planting the field right over here that you guys saw us work in the last episode. But we're going to plant this first, just because I'm right next to the shop, and if anything goes wrong, I can just drive up my little driveway here to get to the shop or get some parts, you know. But yeah, so not a whole lot changed since last episode. I just got all the fields worked. I got lime spread on all the fields. We got, yeah, I think that's honestly nothing really changed other than that. Yeah, like I said, we just changed or got that stuff already. It's about the end of April. I think it's April 20th. It is the 20th today, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to be looking, or hopefully can get most of our corn acres in today and tomorrow. And then I'm hoping maybe we'll take like a day or two break to get everything cleaned up and switched over to soybeans, and then we'll get into soybeans. But yeah, we'll see. But you guys will see that in the next episode when we're planting soybeans in the next episode. So with that, we'll see how long this episode goes. I might plant this field and one of the two smaller fields, or maybe both of the smaller fields in this episode if this goes super fast. But yeah, we'll see. So I hope you guys, as always, we're going to do a time lapse. So hope you enjoy this little time lapse here of planting corn. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse planting that field on the hill there, on the hillside there. Kind of fourth wall break here. I don't know what's going on with the mod there, why all of a sudden this mod is planting without planting the rows. I didn't download any other mods that would give it the rolling texture, but for some reason all of a sudden this planter's planting and making it look like a roller is right behind it. But whatever. We'll keep going on. I won't have this planter for the next, when we move to 2010 anyways, but yeah. So I hope you guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump back into another time lapse here. We're gonna plant this field, and then there's one right on the other side of those trees there. We're either gonna have to come back out, fold up and go down the road, or I might just try to cross the creek over there, or creek over at the other end of the field there, and we'll just plant the last 2 fields of corn here. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse. Alrighty guys, as you can see, we got done planting there in the time lapse, or planting corn at least. We're just pulling up to my brother's place here in our old storage shed. We're gonna be switching the tractor over to I'll shut it off for now. We're going to be switching her over to soybeans, but our 2 soybeans are on the other side. Well, actually there's 3 because we got one at the bottom of the hill here. But the big 2 are on the other side of my brother's place here. Well, actually you saw where we expanded the field, and then we picked up another field to the south of that. It's just a small field that runs up to the railroad and then all the way to the corner. So, I suppose I could show you that, but first off, I wanted to show you guys our new wagon back here. The Brent, what's this, 760? No, 644, I thought. I knew there was a 6, but yeah, we got a Brent 644, brand spanking new wagon. Just like literally came off the factory line like last week. We just got her here. So we're going to be using that fall this year, during harvest obviously. And yeah, need to wash off the cat. This poor thing got pretty dirty when she was doing a bunch of the dirt work this spring. But I think I was going to run in and into my brother's house and, well, yeah, maybe I'll go knock on the door and see if someone's home and I could steal some water from him quick, because I wanted a drink before I started cleaning up this to get it ready, because I'm going to clean it up here and then I'll run back to my place to switch it over. So yeah, so I will I'll include that in this video. I'll go ahead and get this cleaned up and head back over to the house, and then I'll show you guys the new field here in a second. See you in just a sec. Alrighty guys, so I got the planter cleaned up. I haven't switched it over yet, I just got her cleaned up, and then I went and walked over and got the cat and the cultivator while I was cleaning up. Already a mess because I was cleaning up. I figured I might as well get this and get this all cleaned up. So, as you can probably hear in the background there, we got the truck hooked up. The truck started. We went and got the soybean, I don't know why, anyways. Went and got our soybean seed. This should be more than enough that we need, or exactly what we need. We don't really know yet because we picked up that other field a little bit late, and so they just threw, we were supposed to have a pallet and a half, and they just gave us 2 full pallets, which hopefully it's enough, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to doors here. There we go. And we'll jump in the truck and I'll go show you guys the new field. Alrighty guys, we're actually pulling into the big driveway here. And yeah, here we are. So, put the truck off so she's not so loud. Just got 2 driveways here. As you can see there, this one's a nice big paved one. Or rocked one already. But we got this field around here that goes up to the railroad right over here. Right, well, yeah, where that fence line is, if you can see that. Walk around the tree here. Yeah. And there's that hog barn there that was just put up last year, and 2 little fields, but we don't own those, but they're right on the other side of the railroad there. So here's our new field, our new to us field, and that comes with this big grass patch here. And I think what I plan to do is we're going to put up a bin site here, where we're going to put up most of our bins here, and this is where we're going to store most of our grain. Because we're kind of scattered right now. My brother's got a bin. I got 3 bins that we just put up a couple of years ago. I might move those down here, or I might keep them at my place. I would like to keep 1, so then I can have my cattle feed there. That makes sense to you guys. But yeah, I think we're gonna put up a bin site here. We might even, if uh, cost is relatively cheap, we might put up one with a leg. I don't know. We got a big patch here, but yeah, we're looking to expand, and I'm hoping next year we're gonna be able to rent. I think yeah, it's the one right across the road there. There's like a big field right on the other side of the road there that I'd like to rent. Once you go over the railroad crossing, you can see the railroad box there. You go across the road for the highway, and yeah, there it is. There's that field. I'm hoping to rent that one. And then possibly there's another one. There's a big field, like 100 and some acres right on the other side of the treetops right there that I'm hoping we can rent within the next year or two as well. But I think this one might be for sale, though, is the only thing. So we might be able to buy that. Maybe not. We'll see. But I like this spot for a bin site because we're close to the main road. We don't have to go all the way down to my house. There's a pretty good hill kind of both ways coming in from the north. There's a pretty good sized hill and a couple good curves. And then on my side, or on up here, my brother's not on much of a hill, but he's just a little bit farther away, and he's kind of in a tight spot there in his yard, and I don't really want to take any of his yard away because it is his actual property there, whereas some of the ground we share together, and like this field I own, and the stuff around my house I own, and yeah, I own most of the fields, but we share a couple fields, and I figured this will be a nice central location that we can build at, and then when we get around to expanding, we have plenty of room to expand because this is all really flat too, compared to my place that's basically on a hillside, and yeah, and my brother keeps oogling over that hog barn over there, so I wouldn't be overly surprised if he tries to buy that from the guy that just put it up 2 years ago or a year ago. Maybe it has been two. No, I think it's only been a year now. Maybe two. Anyways, might try and buy that at some point too. And knowing him, he loves working with hogs so much that he probably would try and buy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in the Chevy work truck here, and I'm gonna head home. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. Today we are going to finish planting. If you guys saw last episode, we planted all the corn. We got this field here next to the house was planted, or next to my house was planted to corn. The two little fields right across the road was also planted to corn. And then late last night, I went out and tested the soybeans, and we got that little field that's I'm staring at right now that you kind of see the planter in the background there. I got that planted to the soybeans last night, and I just left the tractor at the bottom of the hill because it was fairly late. I mean, it wasn't terribly late. I could have run it up the hill to just park it in my brother's yard, but I didn't want to because I kind of hate going up that hill when it's dark out. So we're just wandering over there, kind of looking at the corn that's surprisingly already up very well. It's been a week since we planted this corn, and we've had beautiful temperatures, about 75 to 80 degrees most days, and yeah, that's just perfect growing weather for this corn. Maybe that's been 10 days, I think, now that I think about it. I think we planted all the corn on April 20th, and it's now May 1st, so yeah, the planter's just parked right over there. I was testing her out last night and wanted to get her fine-tuned. But we're gonna go up, plant our two fields. That new one that I showed you guys in the last episode, we're planting that to beans, and then the one right next to it, we're also planting that to beans. I'm hoping this year, after harvest, or maybe even while the crops are growing, because there's a nice little patch in between those two fields. I'm hoping we can plant that to, or get that fence ripped out, so then we can plant that whole way along that railroad there. If you guys remember, hopefully you remember what I'm talking about, but you'll see it in the time lapse here when we're planting the soybeans. You'll see what I'm talking about, but I'm hoping to rip that fence out in between the two fields that are up there. And might wonder why I didn't just take the service truck down here, or just any vehicle. It's because the service truck I parked out at one of the fields last night and didn't think about, oh hey, I should go get that. But decided I wanted to go for a little walk last night after we brought the tractor back. Nice little walk this morning. So could go ahead and jump in the 8400 here. I'll just drive her up the hill, up this very steep hill that's probably way too steep sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna go up there, we're gonna plant the two fields, and yeah, so you guys will see all that in this time lapse, and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse there of soybean planting. It was a long one, longer time lapse than I probably normally do. But yeah, we got those two fields planted. Well, we got all our soybeans planted now. I just finished kind of cleaning off the tractor and the planter here. Gonna leave her sit for the night so some of the water can drop off it. But then we'll end up getting some of the um, equipment moved in the cold storage shed so we can get our baler out, and also I want to bring the combine over and bring it into the shop so we can start going over that when so we can start going through that this summer on some rainy days or stuff like that when we're not mowing or whatever else we're doing. But yeah, with that, good morning everyone. I guess it's good afternoon, but welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa on this partly cloudy day. Today we're doing exactly what I told you in the last episode we'd be doing. We're getting the shed cleaned out a little bit. We're going to bring the planter over and the cultivator over, park them in the shed here, and then we're going to get the baler out and swather and stuff for baling. But we're also, to do that, we're going to get the combine out. I'm going to actually jump in the combine now, get it hooked up to the corn head, and then we are going to bring this over, park it in the shed, and then when we do that, we'll bring the planter back over, park it in here, hook the 8400 up to the baler, and yada yada yada. You'll see it all. Right now, you can see I got my truck hooked up to the bean header and the bean trailer. We also are going to be hauling hopefully a load of corn out today. I'm hoping that I can just bring the baler back, and then I'll bring the 8400 back over, and we'll hook up the new wagon with one of the older wagons, and then we'll run in a load of corn today too. We got to get the auger backed up to the bin over here. We got like 3,000 bushels in that bin that need to go in to town before we get too much later in the year. Yeah, so we got my brother's tractor, his 4755 that he has gotten repainted not too long ago, hooked up to the tedder, the Vermeer tedder, and then we got the 7150 hooked up to the coon rake over here, and we still have his he's got the John Deere Model A and his farm all in here as well. But then we got our swather over here. We just picked this up last year. It's was fairly used, or is, I guess. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work very well, we got the mower over here too, or the disc mower over here in the corner as well. So we always got a backup. Man, that's really close to the PTO shaft and stuff. You hit the wrong bump. That's getting into the tire. Oh well. But yeah. So like I said, I'll jump in the combine here. We'll go ahead and get that hooked up to the corn head that's laying down in there, and then we will head over to the shop. So I know this is probably a little bit of a different episode for some of you guys used to basically just farming content. But yeah, farming isn't always just going back and forth in the field, is what I was trying to say. We have other things we do year round, and I got the soybean header cleaned up and stuff today, so yeah. So I'm gonna let this warm up, and I will see you guys back here in a minute after maybe I'll just let her warm up for a minute, and then I'll see you guys back here. just realized my mic was muted there. I'm sorry, guys, but all I was saying is I'm trying to go slow and steady so I don't hit anything. I got way too close to that door. But yeah, while I was waiting for the combine to warm up a little bit, because you never really want to run a big diesel engine cold, which I guess we're not really running this too cold, just running over to the shed, but you don't want to put it under too much power, because then you have a tendency to wreck things. So yeah, but as you guys can clearly see, it decided it wanted to start raining, so that's fun. Good day to do it, though, I guess. We weren't ready to start mowing until next week, probably, or later, maybe late in this week. And yeah, so I hate going down this hill. This is probably gonna wreck this hydro. Woo! It was not fun going down that hill in this combine. You can see the soybeans are up now, looking pretty good. Man, I didn't expect it to rain this hard today. I guess I did look out the window, or look out the shed and show you guys it was a partly cloudy day at the start of this video, but I didn't think rain was going to move in that fast. It's only been like 10-15 minutes since I started this video, so. But, oh well. I'll definitely take the rain during growing season. Corn's looking really good. Drive. Go ahead and hit up the drive here. Don't hit too many bumps. Really like our entrance there. It's kind of narrow, but it does the job, so. Need to smooth out the driveway a little bit. Holy cow. Alright, here is the not so fun part now that it's raining. Park this here. Crawl out. We're gonna walk over to the 8400. We're gonna pull that out, and I'm also gonna pull the cat out while I'm here. Just to get her out and probably have her run for a little bit while I'm running over to get the baler hooked up to this. Get this. Yeah. The old 75C's doing work this year. That was such a weird comment, I'm sorry. Like I said, we're gonna put this in the shed over there too, even though we really don't need to, as long as I don't just wreck my door right now. There we go. Alright, we'll just let that run and idle over here while we, I think I'm gonna unhook the corn head right here in the grass. And then we'll just pull her into the shed. Just let it sit here, and then when I'm ready to work on it, she'll at least be over here. I might end up bringing the disc and the ripper over there as well today to you. Alright, this is a very narrow fit if I remember right. Alright, okay, sorry about that. I forgot I had to swing the ladder in to get her in here. Forgot how tight of a fit it was for this combine. We'll just let her cool down in here. So, like I said, I'll jump in the 8400 here, and then we'll run over to the cold storage shed, and we'll hook up to the baler. I'll see you guys over there when we do that. Okay guys, so I already got the planter unhooked there. We're backing up here to the baler. And got her unhooked. I think I'm going to leave this sit here, and I'm actually going to go get the I could have gone back another 2 feet. Well, I'm going to go get the cat, and then I might actually go get my brother's tractor, hook up his loader quick and back that up. And then I'll run over and get the cat. Actually, I'm going to bring the header over, and then I'll grab the cat, bring that over, back that in here, and I think I'm going to just leave it hooked up. Or, well, I'm going to unhook it from the cultivator, but I'm going to leave it in the shed over here. So I'm going to see you guys back at the yard. Alrighty guys, I got in the 75C here, and just shifting gears there, but we're heading back over. We'll get this backed into the shed over there, and we'll jump in the baler, come back over with the baler, and then I realized, well, I could get the 4020, hook that up to the auger, but I don't know if it keeps raining. I should check the weather, check the news, see what they say if the weather's gonna clear up here, which would be nice if it would clear up here, because I would like to actually get that load of corn in today, because I would really like to not worry about it in the next couple weeks when we're kind of busy cutting hay, but cutting hay and raking hay and baling hay. So yeah, so we're gonna go up this steep hill here. Man, that's gonna be, I don't know, I hated doing that with loaded wagons. Last year we had to go out and around because pulling a load wagon up the hill wouldn't happen. Like, it just, the tractors would jump and a bunch of other stuff that we didn't need to happen. So get this backed in here. I hate the beeper on this thing. Definitely a tractor made by a construction company, or company that normally makes construction equipment, I guess. Turning the wrong direction. Alright. So, whoopsies. And turning the wrong direction again. There we go. Alright. Not a huge fan of these tracks sometimes. So, here we go. There we go. Just keep backing up here. We'll just leave the tractor parked there. But we got her unhooked from the cultivator. I'm probably going to bring the disc and the ripper over here, like I said. But we first are going to go ahead and jump in the 8400 here. And we're going to head over to the house, drop off the baler in the shop so I can kind of go over it a little bit. Crawl in here so I don't have to stand in the rain. And then I'll come back, hook up to the wagons, and then I'll probably bring the swather back over to the house so I can grab the 4020, and then we'll get set up on that bin. And then hopefully it's done raining and I can hopefully haul some corn today yet, but I'm gonna probably just I'll just see you guys back when I get the auger set up, and hopefully if it did stop raining, I'll see you guys then. Otherwise I'll just see you tomorrow, and we'll finish up this video after we haul some corn in tomorrow. Alrighty, I meant to shut that off as I was getting out. You can see I got the 8400 hooked up to the brand new Brent 6400 here, and then we got the Parker 2500 hooked up behind it. I kind of think we'll see how the 8400 pulls these. If it feels like it's pulling it pretty light, I might be able to hook up one of the Parker 400s or 4000s to it, and then we can haul in 250-ish more bushels each time when we bring in a load, so it goes a little bit faster. I did go ahead and bring over the disc and the ripper as well, and I parked it back there. I'm gonna go ahead and shut these doors for now. As you can see, the sun even came out now. It's only been about an hour or two, but that storm came through real quick and already cleared out. So we are gonna go ahead and jump in the swather here and head back over to the yard. Ooh, yep, backward steering. Yep, not great. Yeah, I did get the auger set, as you can see. Kind of. I think I'm going to change that direction, because that's going to have me pulling right into my brother's garage, basically. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to change that. So I'm going to go ahead and head back over to my house, though, and get it parked away there. Or get this parked away there. And then jump in the 4020, and I'll see you guys back over here. Alrighty guys, as you can see there, I already got the Brent filled up. I'm actually just about to pull forward here to get the Parker filled up. Shouldn't take that long at all. Oh, it's already full, really? Step up here under the ladder. Yep, look at that. No time at all. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and see how the 8400 pulls this. And I hope you guys enjoy this little time lapse of hauling corn to town. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse there of hauling some corn in. Good morning everyone, welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. And today we are jumping in our International 5000 swather first off, and we're going to cut some hay. Then we're cutting grass bales today. We're gonna cut it with our swather here, and then when we get done with that, we're gonna run over, grab our 7150 Case 7150 tractor and the coon rake, and then we're gonna come back over, rake it, and then we have the 8400 hooked up to our John Deere big square baler, and then we're gonna do some baling today. So with that, this episode is probably going to be a little bit more just time-lapse based today. I know my last episode was probably a little bit more of me talking and boring stuff, and probably not going to get very many views, but that is what it is. But we got to keep the story moving, so we're going to go ahead and jump the International here. We're going to get swathing, and I'll see you guys in a little while. Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little time lapse of cutting some of the hay. We didn't obviously cut all the hay back there because we are still kind of. I'm a little worried because there's a chance for rain not this afternoon, late tomorrow afternoon. So I wanted to get this stuff all raked up and baled up today. Then we can at least have some of the end rows off, or the outside passes off on that patch back there. And we'll get that whenever we get to it. But we're going to go ahead and get this raked in the 7150 here. And then we'll get to baling after that. So I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse of now raking. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed those time lapses of cutting, breaking, and then baling the grass hay today. I know it was probably a little bit shorter. Could have made it a little bit longer, because we had a couple. Well, we have that bigger chunk here, and then there's a couple patches over by my brother's place that normally we would be cutting, but with the weather that's coming in, we won't be cutting right now. Anyways, that'll probably do it for this episode. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. Oh, I should probably shut these doors here. Um, but today we are actually going to be starting soybean harvest. But before we start soybean harvest, we are going to well, it was supposed to be a retirement sale about a month ago, and then the guy actually passed away about a week before the sale was supposed to happen. So now it's turned into an estate sale. And so we're going to go to that this morning first. We have everything set up to start soybean harvest when we get back from that sale. But today's episode, what you're watching right now, is going to be the estate sale. And then I'm we're going to get done with the estate sale, and then we're going to move right into harvest. Probably won't have any of, if I buy any of the equipment, because I'd like to buy a truck. Or a semi truck while I'm there. If I buy anything, I probably won't have it today for combining, but yeah. So let's go ahead and jump in my Chevy service truck here, and we're gonna head over to the field that we are starting in, which is the bigger field behind my brother's house. I guess it's been a couple months since I talked to you guys. We got that fence ripped out that I talked about in between the two fields, where you're gonna see it. If you remember back to planting, how many times I almost hit it or did hit it when I was planting. I was very happy to get rid of that fence. But yeah, so we got everything set up. We're even gonna go past we got the grain cart set up down here at our bottom field, our bottom soybean field here. Just because when we get done with soybeans up there, I'm pretty sure most of the wagons are going to have something in it, so I don't really want to have them go down this hill, so I was going to use the grain cart, and then I'd run the grain cart out onto the road and go back up to the house yard, but that was a very long explanation. So, we're almost there, but yeah, we got our 9760 out last night, and I brought it over, and we parked it over here. I got the auger set up at my place for soybeans. But yeah, looks like my brother must have a feed truck out unloading feed into his hog confinement, if you didn't see that when we went past. Go in this driveway here. Actually, yeah, now you can see because you remember there used to be a gate over this driveway, or if you do remember, and then there was a fence that ran right along the edge of this driveway, right down that grass strip in between the two fields. And now we got rid of that, and we're going to end up combining these two fields next year, and then we're going to look into possibly putting in some bins on the grass patch where my other two wagon sets are parked at. But yeah, so we're still pretty early. It is only like 8 o'clock, I think. The sale is supposed to start by 10, which I'm kind of glad, because normally they used to just start it at noon, and I'm kind of glad they started this one a little bit later, or earlier. Nope, well, I'll have to get in the combine and line that back up. Not what I wanted. Let's see here. Pull her ahead a little bit more so she's a little bit closer. If I can do some small adjustments, I gotta do some small adjustments. Alright, so I'll go ahead and head out down the road now. Oh yeah, that's gonna be about right. Perfect. Alright, so I'll head over to the auction now, and I will see you guys over there. Alrighty guys, just getting pulled up here. I actually ran into town and got something to drink from Casey's, quick, but I have no idea where they want us to park. I'm just gonna park right next to the old shed here. There we go. Alright. So, like I said, it's an estate sale, so you don't have uh quite as much as you would on a consignment auction, or sometimes even some retirement sales. They'll put a couple people, a couple different farmers' equipment together. So, I guess we'll start over here. Here's the main reason I'm here. I mean, other than I wanted to kind of show support for the old guy that passed away, unfortunately, but um, I want to get a semi just because I'm kind of getting sick of wagons. I mean, we have a 20 mile trip to, depending which way we have to go, to one of the local elevators. They're building an ethanol plant on the north side of the county too. So that's going to be used for corn. Um, so when we haul our corn up there, that's about 25 miles as well. So I want to, instead of using a tractor that takes, depending on where we start at, probably 30-40 minutes to get somewhere, or more if we happen to hit traffic or the railroad crossing, which has been more times than not recently, apparently. But yeah, so I want a semi so we can go, 70 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, whatever the highway allows us to do, and get to town a little bit faster. Also haul a little bit more. Those two hopper bottoms over there are like 750 to 1,000 bushels, I think. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and buy either one of these. I really like this white and black striped one, so I'll probably try and buy that one first, or most. Try hardest to buy that one. Then we got a 2144 uh, international or Case IH combine. I don't think this was fairly old, from my understanding. Most of his equipment, other than these two, uh, and well, yeah, okay. So this combine, I think, is only like 4 or 5 years old. A couple of years worth of use under it at most. Um, and we got his white 6105. Looks like it was his loader tractor. I think he at one point he had cows, and I think the cow pasture used to be on the backside there. We're actually standing in a spot that was a crop field, and they came through and planted this to grass this year because they knew they were going to set up for this sale. And like I said, it was supposed to be in August, and now here we are, last week of September, and uh, well, technically it's the first week of October at this point, I guess. But yeah. I should mention a bunch of the us neighbors came together, and we actually combined all of his soybeans already. Someone already worked his other field here that kind of wraps around his site, um, and around the yard here. And yeah, we combined all the soybeans here and right here. They're gonna come back to his corn. Um, I think next week they said, but I don't know if I'll be able to help because I'm going to be combining my own stuff, because I would like to get mine out because I haven't even started because I helped with doing the soybeans, but I would like to be able to help somehow. So yeah, um, excuse me, sorry. We got a Ford FW60. I've never seen one of these around except for this guy. He's the only one who had it around, and I honestly rarely even saw it at dealerships or anything like that. So I don't know where he found it, but it's a really cool tractor. I think it has like 370 horse or something like that off the top of my head. But yeah. So then he had a two-wheel drive 82 110, 1998 style by the looks of it. Yeah. It's a newer version of my 8400. Or well, not a newer version. It's the two-wheel drive version of my 8400 that is also a couple model years newer than my 8400 as well. So we got a 5488 as well. I think from my understanding this was like his all-around tractor. He had a loader attachment for it at one point. Um, so he could have another loader. But like this was the one that he planted with and he failed with, and yeah. To be honest with you, I assume he bought this, or he bought this can't be that old. Like I said, I bet you he was trying to sell off this Ford, uh, and then got this to replace the Ford. But yeah, so oh well. Then we got the loader for the Egco and its bucket and a bale tine for it. We got a 1030 it looks like head. Yep, 1030 soybean head. And we got a 1063 corn head with the ear saver guard on the back there. Next up we have the Alice Chalmers Mini Mintail 1500. It looks familiar, like I just traded off mine not that long ago. And again, just like I used to have the Wilrich 2800 cultivator. I believe it's 28 foot. That's what the 2800 means, if I remember right. Sold mine a couple of years ago now, so. All right, so now we got the Case 490 disc. Got the hydraulic fold. It's got the older style hydraulic fold where it's got the extra bars. Now most of the time the hydraulics are, yeah, like this. They just attach directly to the frame of the wing and just pull up the wing instead of having something like this where it kind of pushes on this bar here in the middle and then pull that bar then pulls on another bar that pulls it up. So yeah. Anyways, we got a John Deere uh, drill here. I think this is like the 1968 version, maybe. Not positive on the year on that. We got a John Deere 7000, 6 row. I thought they said it had a dry box fertilizer system too, which is why this extra bar is here on the front. But I guess not, unless they already took it off and sold it or something. Or it was broke, that could be it too. Um, then we got a John Deere sprayer here. Um, what, 250? Yeah, that just means it's 250 gallons. But yeah, I don't really need to talk about that much. We got a Gale 1310 baler here. That kind of looks familiar, almost like I sold one like that not that long ago too. Um, and we got the what does that say? I'm not even. We got a sickle bar mower. Is basically what it is. That's I don't need to, yeah, explain that much more. We got a rake. It's a 4-tine rake, and yeah, that's his baling setup. And then we got the trailers that I was looking at. So, like I said, I don't know if I'll buy one here or if I'll go buy a brand new one. But I do want a trailer so I can haul that grain and stuff. But yeah. So I think this one, yeah, this one's a Dakota one, which is which is a local-ish company. I mean, as you can see, they put their, yeah, made in, looks like Vermilion or something like that in South Dakota. So they're only a couple miles away. Maybe not even Vermilion. That might be Yankton. But anyways, that's getting into stuff that you guys probably don't care about. This one, I don't know the brand on it. I could look, but the only thing I don't like is this one. This one has roll-on loads where you just have a crank on the side and then you can just crank it. This one has like little bars that you pull on to start unloading it. And I'm kind of worried, like if you pull that or if it gets loose or worn down over time, which granted, once you get it full of grain, it's not going to move. But what if it were to move as you're going down the road when you're empty and then you start filling it and all of a sudden now you have a 250 bushel pile of corn on the ground or something like that, you know? But we'll see what everything goes for. I'm gonna go back to my truck, drink my coffee a little bit more. Actually, I'm gonna look in the shed. 'Cause I heard this is one of the nicest sheds around. Ooh, the doors are broke off though. Or one of the nicest kept barns from the um. I think they said it was made in the late 1800s. So the guy definitely kept good keep on everything. Like I said, his cattle pasture used to come out from this corner and go up and around and out, and then connect back on the other side. And then this was where he kind of fed them right here. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna go sit back in my truck, drink my coffee for a little bit, wait for the sale to start here in roughly an hour and a half. And then I will see you guys. I'll probably see you guys after the sale. We'll see if I do get the semi, I'm gonna get it today, and hopefully I can bring it back home. My brother said he's probably gonna come out, so maybe he'll be able to grab the semi and bring it back. If I can get a trailer too, that'd be awesome. But we'll see. So with that, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Cool. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys kind of are still hanging in there with me. We got the combine warming up. I'll actually run back over to my shop now, and I just wanted this to warm up, but I actually parked the service truck way over there. Why did I do that? But yeah, I got this warming up. I'll run back to the shop. My brother got the truck brought back that we bought. It's the only thing that we got on the sale. I thought the trailers went a little bit high, and I know there's some newer styles coming out soon that I think we'll like more than the two that we saw today. So I'll head over to my service truck, and then I will see you guys at the shop. Alrighty, guys. So I just walked into the shop here, and as you can see, we got the International with the white or the white cab, and then the black striping and black accents, as I wanted to. Like I said, the trailers went for way more than I wanted to pay for it, so fortunately we're not going to use this right now much, but we will have it available for us next harvest, or maybe even if we can find something before corn harvest, we'll have it available then too. So, yeah, I guess that's all I got for this episode. Probably a little bit shorter episode, I know, but it's a estate sale, and originally, like I said, it was supposed to be a month ago, month and a half ago actually. But yeah, after he unfortunately passed a week before, they turned it into just selling everything and just selling, making it an estate sale. So, uh, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I know it's a little bit different, and I know some of you guys don't like that when I do such a different style than the normal stuff of going back and forth in the field. But it's still part of farming, and it's still part of the story of building our farm. So, with that, alrighty, guys. So literally we just got done with the auction episode. We just had the truck dropped off that we bought over there in the shop, or in my shop, and now we just came back over, and I've let the combine kind of warm up while we were over. While I went over there and showed you that truck. So now we are going to go ahead and jump in the 9760. We're going to combine these 2 fields of soybeans for you guys, and then in the next episode we'll get into corn harvest. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you enjoy this time lapse. Alrighty, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. And today we are combining corn. We got our 9760 hooked up to the corn head now. We got everything cleaned up after soybean harvest last week. And yeah. So we have to take in 2 loads of corn at some point. I don't know if that will be just because we need more storage at some point in the field, or if that'll be after we get done harvesting. Yeah. So it's gonna be another long time-lapse episode, just like the last one was for soybean harvest. So I hope you guys enjoy these, and yeah. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump in the 9760, and we'll get going. So I hope you enjoy. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse of combining corn. Sorry about accidentally hitting stop recording halfway through that for some reason. I just conveniently hit the little button on my little control pad here somehow. And I stopped recording for, doesn't look like it was that far, but yeah. So we got all that field to fit in all of our wagons, thankfully. We don't have to run any more in than we needed to right now. We'll have to run a couple loads in, like I said at the start of the episode, just to fill a contract for my brother's feed for his pigs and stuff. We had to bring 2 loads in for that. But we're going to go ahead and jump in the International here, and we're going to head in and drop off a load of corn here at the elevator in town. And yeah, so I'm going to take you along, and this will just be another quick little time lapse of hauling into town. Alrighty guys, just getting pulled into the elevator here. I know I'd promised a little time lapse of just driving into town, but I realize that's kind of repetitive because I've done this drive plenty of times now. But just getting pulled onto the scale here. Alright, I have the scale ticket now. We're just gonna, like I said, this corn is gonna be used for my brother's feed for his pigs. So we had to bring in so much per year. It's called grain bank. Then he doesn't have to pay for the corn at whatever price it is in a couple months when he needs the feed. Start to tip her up. Yep. So, yeah. So, that'll probably do it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. Sorry about accidentally stopping the recording there. But yeah, I'll need to change that button around because that's like the second or third time I've done that. I've accidentally bumped my mouse on that button. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. And today we're going to be baling our straw as our last thing for the 2000 for the year 2000. We gotta bale up all the straw in this field, and then the dairy or one of the local dairies is gonna come pick it up. So we're gonna go ahead and start baling it, and then yeah, it's gonna be a time lapse, obviously, as most things are on this channel when it's in fieldwork mode. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump into the 8400 here, and we'll go ahead and get to baling. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse there of baling up that straw. Apparently the dairy is going to be coming to pick that up this afternoon at some point. Or I guess it's evening already now that I think about it. But yeah, they'll come pick that up and then they'll take it to their dairy and use it for bedding, or I'm sure they use it for feed mix as well. So with that, that'll be the end of this episode. As I kind of hinted towards at the beginning of the episode too, that'll be the end of the 2000s. Or the year 2000, I should specify. We're gonna be going into 2010 now. So as you know, this series is Through the Ages series. So we're trying to keep it moving a little bit. Yeah, so we're going into the year 2010 now. Everything before that, equipment-wise, is going to be available to us. Also, some of the yards are going to be getting some changes. I won't hint at much, but this yard probably won't change much. But like I kind of hinted at before, we're going to be adding a bin site and a couple other things. And yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Tahiti County, Iowa. And today we are going to be getting rid of all of this equipment here and updating some buildings, updating some other stuff. As I said at the end of the last video, if you didn't watch that, go back and watch it now. It'll provide a little bit more context-ish. But we are moving to the year 2010, which is going to give us a whole new line of equipment that we have available to us, which means we're going to get rid of a bunch of this equipment here. So we're getting rid of our swather, the manure spreader, the auger, a whole bunch of this stuff. You guys will see even the combine, even the 4020 I'm getting rid of that I've kept since the 60 series. I'm getting rid of that, kind of. But you'll see, like I said, you'll see here in a little bit what, for you guys it'll be in a minute or two, and for me it'll be several hours of work to get this together for you guys. So but yeah, so we're getting rid of the combine and the headers and all the village equipment, the Chevy service truck, the 8400, and even the baler. But you guys will see what we're replacing it with. And yeah, like I said, you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, they provide more context. I usually link the playlist at the start of the video and the little info card at the top corner thing, you know, up here. Well, actually, it depends what you're watching. It might be up here. I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to be replacing a bunch of equipment with some of the sheds and some other stuff. You guys will see we'll be building a grain setup. Here's some of the stuff we're keeping, as well as that semi that I just bought on that auction a couple weeks ago. We'll be keeping that, or a couple episodes ago. We'll be keeping that, and the rest of this stuff will be kind of clearing out. Like I said before, this is the house that I say is my brother's. My house is across the road. We'll be updating something on that, or some things on that, and yeah, you'll see. We'll just go there, and then I'll give you guys kind of the tour afterwards with the new equipment. Normally, I'd go to the dealership, look at the equipment, and then buy it. This time, I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy it, so I don't have a... I think the last update video was almost... Well, if I included everything, which I don't think I did, because I think I cut some of it out and just showed you the equipment afterwards. But that's kind of what I'm going to do here. It was going to be like a 45, 50-minute episode, and I know a lot of you guys don't watch episodes that long, so we're going to try and shorten it up a little bit here. So with that, we're going to go ahead and cut into the tour here of the new farm. I hope you enjoy the new farm. All right, everyone. It's been a couple hours, or well, a couple seconds for you guys, but I've gotten the place put together. I got the acreage put together, the bin site put together, and updated a couple, and then obviously updated all the equipment, but also updated a couple pieces of equipment, or a couple of sheds and stuff. And all right. So let's just start. I'll just start giving you a tour around. First up, I know this isn't exactly 2010, but the mod that I had that was a 2010 side by side is very broken, and so I went and deleted that out. So we're just going to use this one, and then I decided I was going to make it a white camo one because that's what I'm just going to use. I'm going to keep this for the rest of the series. So we'll go ahead and jump in it now. And we'll first off head to the shop right next to us here. I got rid of the gate that was there. That's probably the only main thing there that was updated. We'll go in the door here for the shed. And we got a Best Way sprayer. 1,200 gallons. This is going to be our loader tractor. It's an AGCO White 6105. It's got the bucket on. I got a bale spike back by the cow barn. Still do have the cow barn. Let's turn on the lights to this shed. I got 100 lights, so why don't we turn them on, right? Oop, there we go. All right, next up we got a Cat MT 875B Challenger, and it's pulling the case 335 disc ripper or disc. Yeah, I don't, whatever. You guys don't care what much about the specs of it. So then I got an 8530 here, 1770 NT, 24 row planter, and yeah, the 8530 has wheel weights on it, or rear wheel weights, and I actually got this off the used side of the sale, or the store, so I was gonna have this no matter what. All right, so that's all I got in the shop right now, mainly because I was trying to keep it kind of easy where I was putting equipment. Didn't really want to pack anything completely full, just in case I needed to move stuff around. So next up, we'll head to the back here. I got this fuel barrel now. This is new, but yeah, it's 1,000 or 10,000 gallon or something like that. I forget what it is off the top of my head. But instead of my one hoop barn or one cattle barn, I got one small one and then a cattle pasture back here. This one's mainly for calves, and then that's going to be my cow pasture. I got this hoop barn that's got one liquid tank in it and the manure spreader. This is mainly my liquid tank and manure spreader. The manure spreader back over here is actually the one that me and my brother share for his hog barn, and you guys will see that in a little bit. But I put up this hoop barn so I can put in fertilizer. I could store some extra in here, as well as if I get bale shredder and actually start mixing feed, I'll put it in here as well. But yeah, these hoop barns are really cheap to put up. That's why I put up both of these. My brother even put up one once he saw how cheap it is to put one of these up. So yeah, I got some bales back over there with the bale spike. There's nothing in this field changed. We'll head down the driveway here. And we'll go over to the other yard. Alright guys, so we're just pulling in here now. We got rid of the two sheds that we had back here. Basically the last of the old place that we bought this place from. If you remember, way back in the 80s, we bought this acreage that had been abandoned, and the only shed that was left from that was one that was at where this back one, there was this back one here. Um, I don't know why that was so complicated to say. The shop's still here. We moved the fuel barrel over here, or over from next to the old shed over to here, next to my brother's shop. We got another hoop barn just like mine. We got Ford F-350 with our stock trailer on the back. So then we'll go over to our cold storage shed. It's a bigger shed now. It's, I believe, 80 or 60 by 80 or 60 by 120. 60 by 120, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because that's definitely not. Yeah. Anyways, I'm dumb. But yeah, we got a Mobility 1000 spreader. We got a Meridian box, seed box tender, as well as then we got a Vermeer tedder right next to it. I was gonna say this tender is gonna be really nice for planting. Then we got a New Holland 1431 Moco or whatever you guys call it. Yeah, I guess they call it a disc vine. But yeah, then we still have the Coon rake that we had in the late 90s series. We got a Krone, a big pack baler, which is just a little bit newer than the John Deere one, so kind of why I went with it. Also, I like Krone, so I wanted to try one out. And so back here we have a Case 875 Eco Tiller or Echo Tiller. English is hard today. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. I think it's, if I remember right, it's 15 feet wide. But yeah, then you guys care more about the tractor here. We got a 9520 on our Case 200 Tigermate. We kept this from the last one as well, or from the last year as well. So yeah, we have our Kenzie 1050 grain cart here. I don't really know what else you want me to explain about that. That should fill up one semi at a time, but we'll go over and see the semis here in a little bit. We do have a 7088 combine here. Came out in 2008, and yeah. So brand new to us. And where the oh yeah, I remember where the heads are now. I'm dumb. So we'll just wander back over here to the side by side. Oh, I got my bale trailer over there. That's what we use to pick up bales with. Brother's house didn't change. The garage didn't change. We got rid of the bin there, mainly because we built this bin side over here that I talked to you guys about before. It's a little bit bigger than we had planned on going, but we built one big bin and then we're like, well, we might as well build a couple more. So here is our massive bin site. And whoop, there we go. Wouldn't let me out there for a second. Here is the control center for it. The lights are kind of broken a little bit. Yeah. So here is the dump side. The dump side, we can fit a truck in here and we can just park it in here. That's kind of what I wanted. Originally we were going to have the dump side and the fill side being, on top of each other like they normally are. But we decided to dump it over here, just have a second dump so that one can go at, if one truck is dumping, that one can keep running on its own, and we don't have to wait for it, and then we can have another truck go over here and dump. So we'll go to the back side here of the dump. Here's our two wet bins for wet corn. We'll have the that come in here, and then it'll go into the dryer. So here we got our truck and header trailer. We got our other semi here, uh, and the other mower trailer that we have. We got our corn head here, and then we got our MacDon Flex Draper. These just came out about 5 years ago. We didn't really want to get one when it was first new, but we got one now because we've heard great things about them. But yeah, came out, yeah, 2006, I guess, since 2010 now. Um, I guess that's kind of it for vehicles and stuff. If I forgot anything, you guys will see it in the next episode. If I remember. But yeah. Whoops. Wait, can I? Yeah. No, I think there's a fence. So it is November right now. I didn't speed up the months since I finished up baling and all that stuff in the last couple episodes. Sorry. If I was thinking a little bit farther ahead and not so tired right now, I would have done that, but I won't make any excuses. Should have done it. My bad. So, here is my brother's hog barn. He bought this, mainly because he likes hogs, like I said, and this thing can hold roughly 1,100 more head than his little setup that he had at the house years ago. And then it came with these two little cornfields. I think we might just plant those to grass, but we'll see if he wants to, or if he wants to turn that to, or leave that as crop. Here is another field that I bought, and yeah, so we bought this field, and then I'll show you guys on the EDA here. Alrighty, guys. So here's kind of our map. Up here is where I live. Up here or down here is where my brother lives. We had these fields before. We had these two fields before. Um, my brother bought this. We bought this and this. I bought this and this one. We got these two. We're actually going to combine these two and farm them together as much as we can. Field wise is what I mean. And then we bought we're renting the stuff around the airport because the airport company owns it, but we're renting that right now. So that's kind of the update on the ground. I'll go ahead and jump out of my PDA here, get back in my side by side, and I'll kind of just take you around for the, back, you saw where we turned. We're just heading down the road here. Um, This next corner is going to be where we have some of our ground. So to the right is like a little grass patch right next to the field that we now own, or I own. Right there, kind of just leaps down into those trees. Here's this field that I own that's next to my brother's hog barn there. Um, so right down here should be the driveway, if I remember right. Here it is. I'll open up the gate. A lot of cattle in this area, so that's why we have fence around everything. We like to graze the stocks. But here's one of my fields, and then we'll kind of head over here. You can see the grass patch here. That they had separating these fields. They used to be separate, or they used to be separate fields, and now that we own both sides, we're just gonna farm them together. And then actually on the other side of those trees, when I bought this field here, there's a whole bunch of grass ground that maybe if we can make it through those trees here, we'll be able to show you. Oh, there's a fence. I'm on the wrong side of the fence now. do, just turn around. Let's head down here, because this is definitely the right direction. There we go. Yep, so this big grass patch back here that I might rip up and farm, but it's kind of hilly, so I really don't want to farm because you're going to lose a whole bunch of topsoil if you do farm it. And really wreck the ground if you do. Generations to come, but the gate is some. Whoa, there's a big dip, and I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Gate is not over here. I remember now. The gate's on the other side of this big dip. Get out of it. Just an idiot. There we go. Okay, the fence or the gate's over here. So we'll cut all this for hay probably in one of the upcoming episodes. So oops, oops, oops. I knew that we had to swing it that way. So we'll go back towards the airport and I'll show you that. Like I said, we don't own it. The airport company / there's a auction company that owns most of the airport shares. They own all the fields around it, and we're just renting it for now. Supposedly the auction company might become big enough where they're going to want to, or they're thinking they're going to put some of that into crop ground, or in some of that crop ground into grass, so they can put park equipment out there during their consignment sales that happen in the spring and fall usually. And I'll take you guys along to one of those probably, maybe. So here's one of the fields, and then we'll drive over the airport. One's pretty good size. Bigger hill than I thought. And there's crop dusters parked in their hangar. Here's the other field here at the bottom. This is the one they kind of want to turn into a grass field and use it for their main auction site. Because right now they kind of use up here kind of a loop around most of the time. You kind of come in here and then it kind of loops around inside here. And sometimes it goes down the sides of the runway, which makes it an inactive runway then, but not too many planes fly out of here, especially during their spring and fall consignments. Most of the planes that fly out of here are crop dusters during the summer. So we'll go ahead and head. Whoa, that's a bigger bump than I thought it was. But here's that field again. So if you guys remember, we went down this road to go through that one field then we went through the grass. There's a bunch of random mumbling. Yeah. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna end it here. That was probably a very boring and quick changeover from 2000 to the 2010 time frame. Where that's just how it's gonna be. I just wanted to make it a quick one. I'm honestly making this way too late at night, and I still gotta make. Maybe I won't make somebody. Anyways, so yeah, whatever. Here's that other field that I was talking about right here. It's a bigger field, but yeah. So, like I said, that'll end this video here. Apologize if it's not kind of what you guys like, but let me know what you do like for some of these year changes. When we get into FS25, I'll be doing some more year changes in there once some of the mods get either changed over, or once FS25 gets established. We all remember how when FS22 came out, or even FS19, when that came out, we all kind of waited for the mods to come out before we all enjoyed it a bunch more than because when the base stuff comes out, it's not as fun. Anyways, with that, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you liked about it or what you didn't in the comments below. you did enjoy, do me a huge favor. Leave a like below. Subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.